The question for you today is, are you a woman of dignity? Do you possess dignity? Boy, I've sure bumped into a whole lot of women, and I used to be one of them, that don't have any dignity at all. I have bumped into beautiful, I mean beautiful young women, intelligent, capable women who allow their husbands or their boyfriends to treat them totally disrespectfully. I mean rudely. I mean, in a sense, emotionally abusively. In fact, here's an example. There was this one girl in her 20s, beautiful blonde hair, gorgeous blue eyes, cute figure. I mean, just a beautiful girl. She put up with a boyfriend who treated her just in the most horrendous way. He spit in her face. Yes, you heard me right. He spit in her face, and she still took him back again. That's a woman who lacks dignity. You know, sometimes Christian women, especially Christian women, think, oh, I can't really stick up for my rights. I just have to be kind of humble, and yeah, I should be, especially if I'm married, I need to just kind of submit to my husband. But you know what? I don't see the Bible talking about that kind of quality being necessary in a woman, in a Christian woman, especially in a Christian wife. In fact, the Proverbs 31 wife, which is that wife of noble character, in verse 25 it says, she is clothed with strength and dignity. There's that word. So what does dignity really mean anyway? Well, if you look in the dictionary, it describes it as having poise or self-respect. In other words, a woman who does not allow anyone to treat her disrespectfully. So stop believing the lie. Stop believing the lie that so many women believe, especially single women who are trying to find the right guy, that, you know what, if I say that you can't treat me like that, then he might leave, and then what will I do? I won't have anybody. Well, that's just a lie from the enemy, designed to keep you trapped in that emotionally abusive relationship. Or maybe it's the wife believing the lie that if she puts up a boundary and says, hey, you can't treat me like that, or hey, you can't just be looking at porn all the time and lusting over all these other naked women, that's not okay. She's afraid if she puts that boundary up, that and maybe even separates from her husband, that he's going to leave her and she's going to crumble and she's not going to be able to take care of herself. And you know what? That's a lie too, designed to keep you trapped in that abusive relationship, in that sinful, dysfunctional relationship. The question for you, will you be a woman who grabs hold of her dignity, who believes that God thinks she is valuable, because God does believe you're valuable? Ponder Zephaniah 3:17, and you can kind of sense how God feels about you. I mean, he thinks you are quite valuable. Zephaniah 3:17 says this, the Lord your God is mighty to save. He will quiet you with his love. He will rejoice over you with singing. I mean, and it also says he will take great delight in you. I think you do have value. Will you grab hold of your value and your self-respect and your dignity? I hope so.